Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuraini Patricia binti Muhammad Shamsuddin.
And my name is Tayangku Nurul Aman Nabila binti Pangeran Memang Sofian.
And today I will be delving into a realm of Islamic law where the words Khas and Amm reign supreme. So, I know what you're thinking. What do these terms even mean, right? Don't worry, I got you. So in Islamic law, the words Khas and Amm are key concepts that play a vital role in upholding the legal system. They help to define the general and specific aspects of the law, making it easy to understand and apply in practice. So that leads us to the question, what does Khas literally mean? The word Khas means specific, and it refers to a meaning that is definite and certain unless it implies otherwise. In simple terms, each word from Khas has its particular meaning and is not open for interpretation. Take for example, the verse 196 from the Surah Al-Baqarah, which says, "And whoever does not find it, then fast for 3 days during Hajj, and 7 when you return." In this verse, the numbers 3 and 7 have been assigned a specific meaning that cannot be increased nor decreased. This emphasizes the importance of these numbers in the context that they are mentioned, indicating that they carry a significant message or symbolism that cannot be overlooked or undermined. Therefore, it is essential for us to understand the context of these numbers in the ayah to comprehend its intended message and gain deeper insight into its meaning. Another example is from the verse 43 from Surah Al-Baqarah also, which says, "And establish prayer and give zakat," where the command is specific and it is a definite obligation to perform prayer and give zakat. The forms of Khas, there are 4 actually that I'm about to discuss. So the first one is Shakhsi, which encompasses personalized entities such as proper names like Zaid, Fatiha, Muhammad, etc. And the second one is Nawa'i, which refers to specific objects or gender distinctions such as man, woman, horse, and etc. And the third category is Jinsi, which embodies abstract concepts like knowledge or ignorance. By abstract, it means like something that we cannot touch, we cannot see, we cannot hear from our 5 senses. Meaning like sincerity or smart. We cannot see smart, right? We cannot see sincerity. That's what it meant. And for the final category is numbers, like 10, 7, 3, any numbers. And there you have it. That is Khas and its consequences.
And now we're gonna discuss about Previously we talked about Khas, right? So now we're gonna talk about which is the opposite of Khas. So what is a word is when it can describe different things without a specific number limit. For example, male or people. It can refer broadly to groups without limiting the count. And legal rulings are also considered when they are described broadly without specific details or exceptions. So to understand these general rules, right, the interpreters, they have to look at the languages, the context, and the Islamic legal concepts. So now we move on to the types of There are 8 in this case. So the first one is all of them, which is Jami', or all, which is kullu. These words have a broad meaning which can apply to many things. When used with a indeterminate word, all refers to anything that it can apply to. With a determinate word, it refers to the entire group. So the second one is plural words with alif lam, which is when the alif lam comes before a plural word without a specific object in mind, it includes everything it can apply to. So for example, saying the imams means all imams must come from a certain tribe. So next, the third one is singular words with alif lam lil istighraq. If a singular word with the alif lam doesn't refer to a specific object, it is considered general. For example, the male and the female thief, which means it's considered all the criminals. So the fourth one, singular words but connected to something, which means singular words like wasiyah, which is will, can be connected to someone's name to specify whose will it is. So the fifth one is relative nouns, which in Arabic it is called al-asma'ul mawsulah. So words like ma, mim, alif, meaning that which, can refer to people too, like in conditional statements. So the sixth one is interrogative nouns. So the words like man, mim, nun can be specific or universal depending on the context. For example, he who enters the house of Abu Sufyan is safe, means anyone seeking refuge there is safe. So the seventh one is conditional nouns. When man, who is combined with fa, which is then, in one sentence, it becomes general. For example, so whoever witnesses the moon, then they should fast. The whoever, the who, which is man, and then there's like fa at the back, which is then they should fast. The eighth one, which is common nouns in negative or prohibitions. So unclear words in negative statements also have a broad meaning. So that is all for the types of So next is the consequences for in Shariah. First one is about male and female. When male, which is ar-rijal, is mentioned, then it is only for males unless specified otherwise. It's also the same for female, which is an-nisa. If it is for both male and female, it is called human, which is an-nas. Whereas group names like believers, which is al-mu'minun, and Muslims, which is al-muslimin, don't automatically include each other unless stated. So next is about Qur'an and Hadith Ahad. Hanafi say you cannot specify both Qur'an and Hadith Ahad. However, others say it's okay to use those two. For example, Quran says eating carcass is forbidden, but a Hadith say it's permissible, which in this case Hanafi says you can only use the general rule, but the others, they say you can combine both. So the last one is contradiction between general and specific text. Hanafi say stick to the general rule only. However, others says you can combine both. For example, Hadith says there's a tenth in a charity in whatever the sky waters, while another says charity is not accepted for less than 5 wasq, which is a unit in measure. So like the first Hadith is general, which includes various crops, while the second one is specific, which it mentions only 5 wasq. So that is all for which is its definition, its types, and lastly its consequences in Shariah. So by now we already discussed about Khas and and its consequences in Shariah. So like we covered all. We hope you understand our explanation, inshallah, about what is Khas, about what is and it's also its consequences. And that is all from Raimi and me, Amal. Thank you.